At this year's award show, Prince Louis once again won over the hearts of the crowd with his daring antics, and shocked everyone. Standing with his mother, Princess Catherine, and his siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, during the ceremony of the colors, his exuberant spirit and light-hearted manner added a feeling of fun and excitement to the occasion that captivated both the in-person and virtual viewers. Princess Charlotte attempted to personally control Louis's exuberance during significant events, and he became well known for his naughty behavior. But his sister isn't the only one watching out for his brother. Prince Louis picks up royal etiquette. In a recently released photo, Prince George is seen acting as a watchful big brother on the Buckingham Palace balcony during the grand final of the event. The youngest Wales was observed turning to talk with his father. William Prince, who was behind him, Louis complied as Prince George seemed to be telling his brother to turn around and gaze forward. Love Bug always displays a carefree, mischievous spirit. It was hard to miss. Not only did he entertain the crowd with his lively moment, but he also turned the spotlight on his siblings in a series of cringe-worthy moments. The moment was reminiscent of the same event in 2016. At one point, Prince William knelt down to point out something to Prince George. However, his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, quickly gestured for him to stand up straight, and William popped back up. Recently, Kensington Palace shared the sweet snap of Prince William and his 3 loving children taken by Princess Catherine on Father's Day. It featured a picture of the 4 in loving pose gazing out at the sea of Norfolk Beach last month. When you see their backs to the camera, you could see George and Louis are clearly growing up so fast and getting to the age where they can want to show their independence rather than joining the kind of pylon pose they'd enjoyed in the past. They stand with their arms around each other, with George's left arm implying a trait that we often see during their appearances. Now that he's taking some of the protective role in his younger brother's life over from his dad, commenting on what the Wales children bring to the celebrations on Sunday, the trio adds greatly to the event and symbolized the continuity and future of the monarchy. The Prince and Princess of Wales kids are all pros when it comes to Buckingham Palace balcony appearances, having made many outings in the royal residence since they were babies. They of course also bring the cute factor to the overall pageant, which is otherwise very traditional and solemn. People love it when they make faces or appear to get out of line. The youngest child of William and Catherine, Louis, was seen excitedly leaping up and down on the Buckingham Palace balcony. He was also seen in another video posted on social media, where he was playing with a curtain rod during a presentation during the Horse Guards parade. Yawning on the balcony during the ceremony in a way that was appropriate for a 6-year-old youngster who was amused by the grandeur of his year's Color Award ceremony. Throughout the ceremony, Lou was seen dancing to the band's music and shaking his hips back and forth. He was also seen playfully taunting his brother and sister, which added to the festive atmosphere that honored Princess Catherine. Her mother made a memorable appearance during her first public appearance since her cancer diagnosis, showcasing her elegant fashion sense that has always captivated royal enthusiasts worldwide. Her gentle smile and occasional attempts to contain her excitement were captured in numerous photographs that showcase the tender mother-son relationship. The annual Trooping the Colour ceremony is a cornerstone of British tradition, marking the official birthday of the sovereign. Held in June, this grand display of military precision and royal pageantry attracts thousands of spectators and is watched by millions worldwide. For the royal family, it is an opportunity to unite, celebrate, and be seen by the public, reinforcing their connection to the nation. In recent years, the younger members of the royal family, especially the children of Prince William and Kate Middleton, have become a focal point of this event. Their charming presence on the Buckingham Palace balcony adds a delightful, human element to the formal proceedings. Among them, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis often capture the public's heart with their interactions and innocent antics. The preparation for Trooping the Colour 2024 began weeks in advance at Kensington Palace. Kate Middleton, known for her meticulous planning, ensured that her children's outfits were coordinated and appropriate for the occasion. This year, she chose classic, elegant ensembles in navy blue for George, Charlotte, and Louis, reflecting both the solemnity and celebration of the event. Prince George, now 10 years old, was becoming more aware of his responsibilities as a future king. His calm demeanor and natural leadership qualities were starting to shine through, much to the pride of his parents. Princess Charlotte, 8, was as spirited as ever, while 5-year-old Prince Louis was known for his playful and sometimes mischievous behavior. The morning of trooping the colour was filled with excitement and anticipation. As the Cambridge family prepared to leave Kensington Palace, the children were reminded of the importance of the day's events and their expected behavior. Kate and William emphasized the need for decorum, especially given the millions of eyes that would be watching them. The family traveled to Buckingham Palace in a convoy of official cars, escorted by a retinue of royal protection officers. The streets were lined with cheering crowds, waving Union Jacks and eager to catch a glimpse of the royals. The children waved back enthusiastically, their excitement palpable. The trooping the colour ceremony unfolded with its usual splendor. The household division's regiments displayed their precision in drill and horsemanship, a spectacle that never failed to impress. The royal family, dressed in their finest, watched from the Horse Guards parade before returning to Buckingham Palace for the balcony appearance. As the royal family stepped out onto the balcony, the crowd's cheers grew louder. Prince George stood at the front, flanked by his parents and siblings. He felt a sense of pride and responsibility, aware that his every move was being scrutinized. Princess Charlotte stood next to him, her eyes wide with excitement, while Prince Louis, at the edge, was already fidgeting, his curiosity piqued by the vast sea of people below. As the national anthem played and the RAF flypast commenced, Prince Louis's attention began to wane. His natural curiosity and boundless energy took over, and he started to wave enthusiastically, first with one hand, then both. The crowd loved it, and their cheers encouraged him further. Louis then began to lean over the balcony's edge, straining to get a better view of the planes roaring overhead. Kate, standing nearby, gently reminded him to stay back, but the allure of the scene below was too enticing for the young prince. He started making funny faces, much to the amusement of the crowd and the concern of his parents. Chapter 6. Prince George takes charge. Noticing his brother's increasing boldness, Prince George stepped in. With a sense of duty that belied his age, George gently placed a hand on Louis's shoulder, guiding him back from the edge of the balcony. He whispered a few words to his younger brother, reminding him of their parents' instructions and the importance of behaving properly during such an important event. Louis, though initially reluctant, looked up at George and saw the seriousness in his brother's eyes. He admired George and often followed his lead, so he nodded and stood back, mimicking George's composed stance. The crowd, noticing the interaction, cheered even louder, touched by the display of sibling camaraderie. Kate and William, observing the scene, exchanged proud glances. They had always emphasized the importance of family unity and responsibility, and here was a perfect example of their teachings bearing fruit. George's calm intervention and Louis's willingness to listen highlighted the bond between the brothers and the effectiveness of their parenting. Kate especially felt a swell of pride. She had often worried about the pressures her children would face growing up in the public eye. Yet moments like these reassured her that they were on the right path. Her children were not only learning the importance of their roles, but were also developing the strength of character needed to fulfill them. As the flypast concluded and the royal family retreated into the palace, there was a palpable sense of relief and satisfaction. The children were excited, chattering about the planes and the cheering crowds. Prince Louis, still buzzing with energy, mimicked the plane's sounds, much to the amusement of his siblings. Kate and William took a moment to congratulate their children on their behavior. They praised George for his leadership and Louis for listening to his brother. The day's events were a learning experience, and the children had risen to the occasion. That evening, as the family gathered for dinner, the events of the day were recounted with enthusiasm. George, Charlotte, and Louis shared their perspectives, with Louis's antics becoming a source of good-natured teasing. Kate and William used the opportunity to reinforce the importance of their roles and the need for decorum during public appearances. For George, the day had been a significant step in his journey towards kingship. He had taken on a leadership role, guiding his younger brother and ensuring that their behavior was in line with royal expectations. It was a moment of growth, one that he would remember and build upon in the years to come. The media coverage of Trooping the Colour 2024 was extensive, with the Cambridge children's appearance on the balcony being a major highlight. Photos and videos of Prince George gently correcting Prince Louis's behavior went viral, capturing the hearts of people worldwide. The public admired George's maturity and Louis's spirited nature, finding the interaction both endearing and symbolic of the close bond between the siblings. Commentators praised Kate and William's parenting, noting how their values were clearly reflected in their children's behavior. The family's unity and the children's charm added a human touch to the event, reinforcing the public's affection for the young royals. In the days following Trooping the Colour, George, Charlotte, and Louis shared their experiences with their friends and classmates. For George, the event had been an opportunity to step into a more responsible role. He felt proud of his actions and the positive response from the public. Charlotte, always observant, remarked on the excitement of the crowd and the beauty of the flypast. She admired her brother's behavior, recognizing George's leadership and Louis's adventurous spirit. Louis, on the other hand, was simply thrilled by the planes and the attention, already looking forward to the next big event. The events of Trooping the Colour 2024 underscored the importance of role models for the Cambridge children. Prince George, in particular, looked up to his father, Prince William, and his grandfather, Prince Charles. He understood the significance of his future role and the expectations that came with it. William and Kate made a concerted effort to provide positive examples for their children, both within the family and through their public duties. They taught their children the values of responsibility, empathy, and unity, preparing them for the unique challenges they would face as members of the royal family. The education of the Cambridge children extended beyond the classroom. It encompassed lessons in history, tradition, and the responsibilities of their royal heritage. Kate and William ensured that their children understood the significance of events like Trooping the Colour and their roles within these traditions. George, being the eldest, received more detailed explanations about his future responsibilities. He was taught about the history of the monarchy, the importance of public service, and the expectations placed upon him. These lessons were not just academic, but were integrated into his daily life, reinforcing the values of duty and leadership. The bond between George and Louis was evident in their interaction on the palace balcony. Despite their age difference, they shared a close relationship, marked by mutual affection and respect. George's protective nature and Louis's admiration for his older brother were clear, creating a dynamic that would serve them well in the years to come. Kate and William encouraged this bond, fostering an environment where their children felt supported and loved. They believed that a strong family foundation was crucial for navigating the complexities of royal life. George's guidance and Louis's willingness to listen were testaments to the strength of their relationship. Princess Charlotte, with her spirited nature and keen observations, played an important role within the Cambridge family. She often acted as a mediator between her brothers, balancing George's seriousness with Louis's exuberance.